Yes, I absolutely want to talk about Dexter because it was, honestly, I think probably one of the worst series finales I've ever seen. Now, I just want to say, season 1 and season 4, I think are some of, like, the greatest seasons of television ever put out. I absolutely love season 1 and season 4. Everything else, not so much, and the ending was so bad, it genuinely feels like they were trying to ruin the show. Like, I walked away from it angry, and I've never watched the show again. I used to read the books, I stopped reading the books, and they just ruin every character, they make all sorts of bad decisions, like, and just all throughout the series, like, they made Deb fall in love with Dexter, like, what? But I'm gonna say the most frustrating part of Dexter, even though the ending was just atrocious, was that it didn't have the logical conclusion. And that we had been watching Dexter for all of these seasons, and we were waiting for the giant manhunt where everyone finds out who Dexter is and they try to hunt him down. His friends on the police force and everybody else. They've been hinting since, like, season 2 his cover's gonna get blown at some point. He has go bags, like, we've seen things almost happen before, and then they just never did it. It was honestly a waste. They should have had a full-on manhunt for him. Since I'm a writer, I decided, hey, let's go back and how would I end Dexter? And let's face it, you could do anything and it would be better, but here's what I would prefer. First off, I would have never had the whole plot where Deb and Dexter are falling in love and have their whole little relationship. It's awful, it's so weird, drop all of that. Honestly, I would have just slashed back a few seasons. I would have ended it where Dexter figures out that his father that he keeps seeing is actually his dark passenger and has changed form to manipulate him. And so it convinces him to do something that is really dark. And so he crosses a line that he can't cover up. And so the police do start to come for him, and there's a full-on manhunt. Batista and everybody are coming for him, and they know it's Dexter, and they're conflicted, but they're gonna go after him. And so Dexter goes on the run. He has to take out a couple of cops, and it starts to get messy, and obviously his moral code is now broken. He gets basically cornered at a cliff edge, and Deb is the first person to approach him while everyone else is in, like, a standoff at a distance with their weapons drawn. And Deb basically, wants to try to save him, and he tells her that she can't, and he convinces her to shoot him, and he falls off the edge of the cliff. And we leave it ambiguous to whether he survives or not. So at the end, Deb would survive. We would be like, oh, maybe Dexter's gonna do a Jason Bourne in the water and swim away at some point. But we still get that manhunt that I wanted to see so badly.